welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of mushroom farming. You think this is some sort of walk in the park? Let me tell you, this is serious business. We're talking about creating the perfect environment, nurturing delicate fungi, and delivering a product that's nothing short of spectacular. We'll be exploring 6 essential steps to get you started, as outlined by Pennsylvania State University's Extension program. They know their stuff, trust me. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your skills, this guide is for you. So put on your apron, wash your hands thoroughly, and let's get down to business. Listen up, you donkey. Mushrooms are delicate little things. They need the perfect environment to thrive, a haven where temperature, humidity, and light are all in perfect harmony. Think of it as a 5-star hotel for your fungi. First things first, temperature. Mushrooms are fussy eaters. They like it cool and consistent, somewhere between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Get it too hot, and you'll cook them before they even have a chance to grow. Too cold, and they'll just sit there, sulking like a contestant who's been eliminated. Next up, humidity. Mushrooms love a bit of moisture, around 80 to 95%. Think of it as a spa day for your fungi. You can achieve this with humidifiers, misting systems, or even just a good old-fashioned spray bottle. And finally, light. Now, mushrooms aren't like those sun-worshipping tomatoes. They prefer a bit of shade, a gentle, indirect light. Too much direct sunlight and they'll shrivel up faster than my patience with a chef who can't tell a shallot from an onion. Now, you can achieve this perfect environment in a dedicated growing room or facility. Don't even think about cramming them in a dusty corner of your basement and expecting Michelin star results. Invest in proper insulation, ventilation, and climate control systems. Remember, this is a sanctuary for your mushrooms, a place where they can grow big, strong, and full of flavor. Get it right and you'll be reaping the rewards in no time. Get it wrong and well, let's just say you don't want to be on the receiving end of my temper. Right, you've built your mushroom's luxury apartment, but what about the foundation? That's where the substrate comes in. This is the food, the lifeblood, the very essence that your mushrooms will be feasting on. We're talking about straw, compost, wood chips, the good stuff, the organic matter that will fuel your fungi's growth. But don't even think about using any old rubbish you find lying around. We need quality, consistency, and above all else, cleanliness. Before your precious mushrooms even get a whiff of this substrate, it needs to be pasteurized or sterilized. We're talking about eliminating any unwanted guests, bacteria, mold, other fungi, anything that could sabotage your operation. Think of it like this: you wouldn't serve a Wagyu steak on a dirty plate, would you? No, you'd polish it until it sparkled. The same principle applies here. A clean substrate is a happy substrate, and a happy substrate means happy mushrooms. There are various methods for pasteurization and sterilization, from steam to chemicals. Choose the one that suits your operation and budget. But whatever you do, don't cut corners. This is the foundation of your mushroom empire, and a weak foundation will bring the whole thing crashing down. So, get your hands dirty, prepare that substrate with care and precision, and watch as your mushrooms reward you with their bountiful, delicious goodness. Now, you've got your luxury mushroom apartment, you've laid down the 5-star buffet, but where are the guests of honor? It's time to introduce the stars of the show, the mushroom spawn. Think of spawn as the seeds of the mushroom world. They're the tiny organisms that will colonize your substrate and eventually produce those beautiful edible mushrooms. Now, there are different types of spawn available: sawdust spawn, grain spawn, plug spawn, each with its own quirks and characteristics. Do your research, choose the one that's right for your chosen mushroom variety, and make sure you're getting it from a reputable supplier. Once you've got your hands on this precious cargo, it's time for the delicate process of inoculation. This is where you introduce the spawn to the substrate, like a delicate dance between two willing partners. Mix them gently, evenly, ensuring the spawn is distributed throughout the substrate. Then, it's time to tuck them in for their incubation period. This is the waiting game. The time for the spawn to work its magic, colonizing the substrate, spreading its mycelial network, and preparing for the grand finale, fruiting. Keep the environment stable, monitor the temperature and humidity like a hawk, and resist the urge to peak too often. Mushrooms, like all great artists, need their space to create their masterpieces. Be patient, my friend. The rewards will be worth it. Listen up, because this is the moment you've been waiting for. Fruiting. After weeks of nurturing, pampering, and probably a few sleepless nights, your mushrooms are finally ready to make their grand debut. But don't think you can just sit back and relax. This is where the real work begins. Fruiting is a critical stage, demanding your full attention and a keen eye for detail. First, you need to shock those little babies into action. Lower the temperature, increase the humidity, and introduce fresh air. It's like a blast of Arctic wind through their cozy little world. This sudden change in environment triggers the formation of primordia, tiny, white bumps on the surface of the substrate. These, my friend, are your mushroom embryos, the promise of deliciousness to come. Now you need to maintain those perfect fruiting conditions, high humidity, cool temperatures, and just the right amount of indirect light. Think of it as creating a tropical rainforest in your growing room. Over the next few days, those tiny pinheads will transform, growing exponentially, morphing into the beautiful, edible mushrooms you've been dreaming of. And then, the moment of truth harvesting. This is surgery, an art form in itself. Use a sharp knife, cut cleanly at the base of the stem, and handle those mushrooms with the respect they deserve. Remember, this is the culmination of weeks of hard work, dedication, and a whole lot of patience. Savor the moment, admire your handiwork, and then get ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor, literally. You think you've got it made, don't you? Think again. The world of mushroom farming is a battlefield, and your precious crop is under constant threat from a veritable army of pests and diseases. We're talking about fungus gnats, those pesky little flies that lay their eggs in your substrate, their larvae feasting on your hard work. And let's not forget about green mold, a silent assassin that can wipe out your entire crop in the blink of an eye. But don't despair. With the right strategies, you can keep these culinary criminals at bay. First and foremost, cleanliness is your weapon of choice. A sterile environment is a hostile environment for pests and diseases. Next, implement a rigorous monitoring system. Inspect your crops regularly, looking for any signs of trouble. Wilting mushrooms, discolored substrate, or suspicious-looking insects. And if you do find something, act swiftly and decisively. There are a range of organic and chemical control methods available, but choose wisely. Remember, you're producing food, so always opt for the safest, most sustainable options. Think of it like this: you're a general defending your fortress. Be vigilant, be prepared, and never let your guard down. The fate of your mushroom empire depends on it. So, you've conquered the challenges of mushroom cultivation. You've created a symphony of flavor, a testament to your dedication and skill. But now comes the final crucial step, getting those beauties out into the world. This isn't some amateur cooking competition. This is the real deal. We're talking about building a brand, establishing a loyal customer base, and turning your passion into profit. First, identify your target market. Are you catering to high-end restaurants, local farmers markets, or health-conscious consumers? Each market has its own unique demands and expectations. Next, craft your brand story. What makes your mushroom special? Is it the unique growing methods, the exceptional quality, or your unwavering commitment to sustainability? Whatever it is, shout it from the rooftops. Then, it's time to spread the word. Farmers markets, restaurants, online platforms. Explore all avenues and find the ones that work best for you. And remember, presentation is everything. Package your mushrooms with care, highlighting their freshness and beauty. Finally, never underestimate the power of word of mouth. Offer samples, engage with your customers, and let your passion for mushrooms shine through. Remember, people buy from people they trust, so build relationships and let your enthusiasm be contagious. Get these final steps right, and you'll be well on your way to building a successful, sustainable mushroom empire. And who knows, you might even give me a run for my money in the culinary world. And there you have it, the 6 essential steps to kickstart your mushroom farming journey. Remember, this isn't a walk in the park. It takes guts, determination, and an unwavering commitment to quality. But trust me, the rewards are worth it. Remember to consider market demand, choose the right mushroom variety, and invest in proper infrastructure. Don't cut corners, and never compromise on quality. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more informative content. And remember, if you can stand the heat, the mushroom world is your oyster. Now get out there and make me proud.